Welcome to Paris, France, the city of lights and romance. When I'm in Paris, I just dream of the great food the city has to offer, and of course, something great to drink, bubbly, the way only the French know how to make.
Hostellerie La Briqueterie is an oasis of gastronomic delights. Chef Michael Nizzero has promised us a great meal. Michael hails from Belgium. He has garnered his rising star reputation thanks to his diversified background.
My dad is actually from Italy, so I've got a bit of origin from Italy.
We will get the opportunity today to try 3 outstanding recipes. A garden vegetable gnocchi, followed by the house favorite, a langoustine tartare, and to end the perfect meal, variations of strawberry and rhubarb.
Later on,
I'm headed to the beautiful region of Champagne, which is only a 45-minute train ride from here.
and such great timing as I've been invited to be part of a jury of a very prestigious dessert competition. So join me, Ashley James, in Paris for another exciting adventure of cuisine culture. I'm Chef Ashley James. When I'm not catering to the demands of stars in LA, I'm touring the world cooking with culinary geniuses. Take your gourmet passport and learn how to cook like a master chef and eat like a celebrity.
Funding for Cuisine Culture is provided by
Olivia Care, naturally created from pure olive oil. Available in stores and online.
Just look at this amazing view, the beautiful vineyards of Champagne. All this walking around, I feel pretty hungry. As I promised you earlier, I'm here at the Hotel de la Briqueterie to meet the chef Michael Nizzero.
At only 28 years old, he received his first Michelin star. His experience working as head chef in Dubai and also at the 3-star Michelin restaurant in England, the Waterside Inn, has certainly paid off. His balance of subtle spices with fresh seasonal produce creates a refreshing experience for the palate. Thanks to his knowledge of French and world cuisine, he's making a mark in Champagne and attracting foodies from around the world, like myself.
So here I am with the young rising star himself, and young, I thought I was young, but really this guy is young. Okay, so what are we going to be cooking today, Michael?
We're gonna do gnocchi to
Okay.
start. It's a personal recipe from my grandmother. My dad is actually from Italy, so I like to put Italian flavor in my cuisine.
Super.
So yeah, it's a recipe that I've changed a little bit that I remember.
For the main course, we will prepare an original vegetarian dish inspired by Michael Nizzero's Italian background. Why do I say original? The shape is not what you would expect. Chef Michael rolls out his dough, cuts it into small sheets and makes sleeves. He boils them and then pan sautés them. He finishes the dish with fresh garden vegetables and an artichoke sauce.
So these beautiful potatoes, baked potatoes, nice and soft, I'm going to cut them in two. Michael is going to spoon them out. I say Michael, you know, Michael.
Once I've pureed the potato, we're gonna add the flour, the egg, the Parmesan cheese, the salt, and the potato starch. What's important also with the potato is to make small hole in it.
Yeah.
So all the humidity really goes out of the potato as maximum as possible.
That's actually a great tip, and also so the potato doesn't explode in the oven. Michael is making a well, a very traditional way of making doughs. Something that we learn at school or from family members.
Again, the very traditional way to do, and then slowly
Incorporating the dry ingredients.
Exactly.
The potato starch, the flour.
So slowly we're gonna start to work everything in.
That looks a nice dough.
Nice, light.
Yeah.
So you don't, as any dough, you don't want to
Overwork it, that's right. You just need to work it enough.
So really you want the dough to take all the flour.
That's great. So that's our dough.
Don't find.
That's beautiful. It's nice and soft, but all combined together.
Yeah.
Great. So what's next?
So I'm just going to flour the table a little bit.
Well
nicely,
flour the table, yeah.
everywhere.
Great.
So is the dough is taking quite a good amount of flour. So now I'm going to show you what I'm doing here.
Your way,
My
Michael's way.
Exactly. So I thought, why not, making leaves and sheet of gnocchi, so they're nice and light, and it's easier to eat. So obviously you don't want anything to stick to the table.
Right.
Now that you have a nice and thin sheet, we're just gonna cut everything out.
So basically they're sheets.
Exactly.
Sheets of gnocchi. And I have never seen that before, I must say. That's pretty unique.
So then we just place them on a small baking paper.
Baking paper, some wax
sheet.
paper.
Yeah, just to avoid them to stick, the
Right.
potato. Next thing, we're just going to cook them classically. Salty water, olive oil. So it takes really, I would say, a minute, 30, 40 seconds, boiling water. When
Until they come to the top?
Exactly.
They're done.
We take them out and we just shock them in ice water.
Shock them in ice water. Great. Awesome.
So
So we're just putting it on the cloth to remove the excess moisture. Do we put a bit of olive oil?
yeah,
here?
we can. Yeah, just to make sure it doesn't
Doesn't
stick.
stick.
Yeah.
So just a touch of olive oil. This delicious olive oil. Where are you getting your olive oil from? South of France?
South of
or-
France, exactly. Yeah.
Beautiful. We're gonna do 4?
We do 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do a small starter. Yeah, 4.
Beautiful.
Now
Yeah.
what we can do, we can put a little Parmesan cheese on top
Love that.
and just spread it lightly. This will color and start to gratinate it, and it will give a bit of texture. Then it will be a
Great.
bit crunchy.
And a lot of flavor as well. So this we put under a
Grill oven.
salamander or grill. Great. Just until it becomes golden brown. So we just need to saute the
The
vegetables.
vegetable.
Nizzero uses local garden vegetables, artichokes, fava beans, carrots and asparagus. He blanches the vegetables in water and then sautés them in extra virgin olive oil until tender. He finishes the dish with chopped summer truffles from the southwest of France that are preserved in olive oil.
I've made a couple of sauce
Wow.
to go with it.
Asparagus coulis made by boiling green asparagus in salted water, adding a touch of cream, then blending them together in a food processor. Artichokes are cooked in a barigueux, which combines water, salt, lemon juice, olive oil, celery and pepper. Once the artichokes are cooked, they're then strained, the liquid is passed through a sieve and finished with butter. As an added touch, the sauce is then buzzed with a hand blender until a luxurious foam appears.
Great.
You get a nice artichoke flavor, and it's a little bit, acid with the lemon,
Great.
and then you get the sweetness of the butter, so brings
Super.
it together.
Gnocchi is glazing beautifully there under the salamander.
So we've got a bit of texture here with the Parmesan cheese.
That's great.
Now everything comes to taste. If you prefer them not too crunchy, or if you don't like the strong Parmesan cheese taste, you can color it less, like I did here.
I can see a nice plate here.
It's the imagination then take on. That's what
Okay.
beautiful in cooking also. So here we are, a bit of vegetable. I like to leave them out so we see them. It's nice, beautiful, bright color.
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
nicely round.
beautiful. Like a lion or?
Yeah.
That looks good. Beautiful. The asparagus coulis.
And the little
Barigoules, the foam bit. That looks amazing. That looks really beautiful.
I'm gonna just finish it with a touch.
That truffle oil from the pan.
Exactly, from the pan. It brings.
Here we're not wasting nothing, and of course truffle oil, and it's not truffle. It's not that truffle oil from a bottle. That is summer truffles. Smells delicious. So a little bit of fresh chervil,
Here we are.
and voila! Just look at that, how beautiful it is. I think it is amazing and very courageous. Here we are in France, and you've done a vegetarian dish.
Yes.
So I want to congratulate you on
Thank
that.
you, thank you.
I think it's great.
For the first course, we'll make an innovative langoustine tartare. This appetizer is used by mazing raw langoustines, shelled and diced into medium pieces. The langoustine is tossed with chives, red and green chili. It is then mixed with the delicious citrus vinaigrette.
Michael is peeling these beautiful langoustine. And shall I take care of the vinaigrette, maybe?
You can take out the vinegar. Yeah.
Great, good. So for the vinaigrette, we need 3 delicious juices: the lime, the blood orange, and the lemon. Beautiful color, huh?
Yeah, it's the blood orange. It's the
Yeah.
food season now, so it gives.
I always like to put the salt with the juice or acid, vinegar. It helps to dissolve the salt. Some pepper. And then we're going to emulsify this, yeah?
With olive oil.
With a little olive oil.
Always the same. You just want to get a nice vinaigrette.
A nice vinaigrette. Vinaigrette, just look at that.
Perfect. So it's
Wow, good.
Once the langoustine is mixed with the diced red and green chilies and the vinaigrette, a salad of baby greens tossed with the same vinaigrette accompanies it. Finally, we serve the tart with triangles of Melba toast and a generous garnish of luxurious Aquitaine caviar.
So we've got the sweetness of the langoustine, the bitterness of the salad, then the spice, a little spice, and the citrus. So really, we've
there's
got,
a lot going on, but it all complements and respects.
exactly, and it
all
brings
the
out,
components.
very important, the langoustine. Frisée salad,
Right, frisée, yeah.
yeah. Couple of leaves here. I've got beetroot leaves, chard, red chard. You can use any salad you want again.
I remember this caviar. They do a cesarean operation, they take out the eggs, they sew the fish back up, don't they?
Exactly, yeah.
And then it swims again, and it produces more caviar.
At least 3-4 years after.
Yeah. So that's great.
And just to give a little crunch.
Melba toast.
Voilà, Melba toast was a classic way to serve caviar with.
Classic component of caviar, Melba toast.
Then it gives a bit of.
Just very thinly slices of pain de mie or white bread.
Yeah.
Toast it lightly on both sides. We cut off the crusts. We cut it in the middle into small pieces and then bake it again in the oven or a low salamander or grill. Michael, that looks really good. I think we need to try it. Here's a fork. But you know what? What are we missing?
Some freshness, some drinks.
Some bubbles?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so I think we should have a delicious glass of the champagne. Here we go.
Thank you.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
There we go. Let's try this. So, the beautiful sweet langoustine. Color, beautiful. Let's go to the garden and check the vegetables out, yeah?
Then let's go then.
Okay, great.
We're lucky enough to have a helipad here, so we've got special guests coming for lunch, enjoying lunch here and dinner. So yeah, they come for a quick lunch with a quick way of coming.
Good lunch, but quick travel, huh?
Exactly. Then we've got the mint, verbena. We're gonna use later on the verbena into the dessert. Yeah, rhubarb over there. We're gonna use later on in the dessert.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky enough to have a beautiful place here.
For sure.
And we have got a good 3 team of gardeners who are taking well care of
3 gardeners, that's amazing.
that are taking well care of all of this.
That's great. Yeah.
While Chef Nizzero plucks the garden of his delights for this delicious dessert we'll have later, take a short road trip to experience another one of Champagne's fruits of the earth. The famous vineyards which produce the region's king product and connoisseur's calling card, Champagne. We're here at the vineyards of Champagne-Deval-le-Roi to talk to Anna, the head of wine production, about how champagne is made.
So I will really show you how champagne is
Good,
made. And
great.
here is the production site. So
Okay.
you will see all the production lines.
The domain.
Exactly.
Great.
So in fact, it's a very busy time right now because we are preparing the harvest. This is the Côte des Blancs area, the Chardonnay area here, okay?
So mainly
Mainly,
Chardonnay
yes.
grape.
We work a lot with the Chardonnay grape. It's supposed to be the king grape to make champagne. During the harvest time, it's easier for us to press the grapes right away and then to bring the juices here,
Okay.
exactly where the grapes comes from, even from which parcel,
Okay.
okay? And then we will bring them and press them separately, depending on their origin, okay? For traditional champagne, what happens is that we keep still white wines from the previous years, and we will mix them with the wine from the year, in order to be able to make always the same champagne more. That's why on a traditional bottle of champagne, there is no year written on.
That's
That
right.
will be the difference with the vintage champagne. Today we have around 300 barrels. So as I told you, we will use it only for specific cuvées, for specific wines.
Okay.
That will give those very typical vanilla flavors, smoked flavor.
Anna, thank you so much for showing everything to
Oh,
me.
you're welcome.
Explaining everything to me. Let's go and get a bit of sun before doing some tasting.
This is paradise. Just look how beautiful it is.
So look at this parcel here. Okay, it's a very old parcel that we own. And we will use the grapes only from this parcel to make only one cuvée, which is called the Clos des Bouvries.
Okay.
Okay, it's a vintage champagne and it's 100% Chardonnay grapes. And the vineyard here is more than 40 years old.
40 years
So
old
yes, the grapes are very concentrated with sugar.
and well
Okay?
established.
Yes.
Is this the oldest parcel of grapes that
It's
you
one
have?
of the oldest,
One of the
yes.
oldest.
Uh-huh.
And I think something so special is all the passion and love that's put into this product.
So Ashley, I'm glad you enjoyed
again,
it.
thank you. Okay. Chin chin. Merci Anna.
Merci.
Terroir is what the French say when they want to say food tastes like the earth and the region that it comes from. We can actually taste the terroir in the dessert variations of rhubarb and strawberry. We will use the strawberries and rhubarb that are grown in Michael's garden. We make a vanilla-scented strawberry consommé. Then we poach rhubarb in the same consommé. Next, layer the poached rhubarb in a mold with garden strawberries and strawberry consommé gelée. Top this luscious creation with strawberry mousse and rhubarb sorbet.
The appetizer and the main course, just love them. So we just need a great dessert. And this is
Christophe.
Christophe, nice to meet you, bonjour.
He's our pastry chef for been here for many years, so he knows the place and the champagne very well.
Good, amazing. So what are we going to be doing with these beautiful ingredients? I mean, what have we got? So this preparation, what we're doing, it is just the liquor that we're going to be cooking the rhubarb in.
Christophe starts by placing local strawberries and powdered sugar in a bowl with Tahitian vanilla bean that has been split through the middle and seeded. Also going in is a whole cinnamon, garden fresh lemon verbena, mint leaf, lime and lemon. 1 cup of water is added before covering it in plastic wrap.
That's going to go to bain-marie, a water bath, for about 30 minutes to render all those juices. Once that has been there for 30 minutes and it has been strained, we need to strain it through a cheesecloth. We end up with this beautiful red, like a strawberry consommé. Strawberries, the citrus, the lemon verbena, the mint, the vanilla. I love that. So this is just the cooking liquor for the rhubarb. So this is hot. So what do we need to do next with the rhubarb?
We need to prep the rhubarb.
Okay.
Again, depending on the rhubarb you get, most of the time in the shop you're gonna get very thick, big pieces of rhubarb. Then you might have to peel them. Here it's very tender, nice and soft, nice and tender, very fresh.
Looks good.
If you have to peel them, you just take the skin out.
Right, with
like
the
this.
knife.
Yeah, with the knife. Now, what I'm gonna do, because they're nice and tender, I'm just gonna cut them into the bowl.
We're going to bring this beautiful strawberry consommé to a very gentle boil. We're going to throw in the rhubarb, let it come to a boil one more time, and the minute it starts to boil, we need to take it away from the heat and then leave the rhubarb to cool.
Just soften
That's
into
right.
the liquid. And slowly, as you keep it overnight, it's even better to keep it one night, so it will really take the color and the flavor.
Great.
So it's even better a day after.
I'm going to put this to one side because this one is actually that you prepared yesterday.
did the one.
Very thin slice of Granny Smith apple, and that has been lightly poached in exactly the same jus, consommé, syrup that we poached the rhubarb in. Christophe is chemise, as they say in French, like a shirt, a thin lining of the poached apple in the mold. Then he's placing pieces of the delicious poached rhubarb. Some strawberries. Christophe has added 3 leaves of gelatin and he's put some of that, the jelly between each layers, and that's going to help it set up, but set very lightly. So we're going to leave that to chill in the refrigerator. I'm sure you have one ready, no? Je crois qu'il a fait, non?
Qu'il a fait.
J'imagine, ouais.
So again, it's something you can do in advance, and then last minute you just have to put the little square on the plate and finish with a little ice cream or sorbet or anything.
Awesome. So, Michael explained to us a little bit about the speculoos.
So speculoos is a very famous biscuit coming from Belgium, obviously, and is made with cassonade sugar, butter and flour.
Yeah.
So that's the cassonade and also speculoos spice, because it is a mix of different spices. A bit.
Is that a secret too?
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's this cardamom inside, cinnamon.
Looks great. So what is next?
Après, on a fait un sucre, cristalline de sucre.
So Christophe has made a sort of a crunchy sugar cage, which is made with glucose, sugar, which is boiled together. So caramel.
Brown, just like brown caramel. Then we just put it on the tray, let it cool down, or rock hard.
Okay.
Then we just blitz it into a powder, fine powder. And then from this, you can do any shape you like. This is a little trick we do here at the restaurant. Or for home, I suggest you just do the little fruit and the biscuit, you know.
That's good. This, okay.
On a confectionné une sauce rhubarbe.
And sauce rhubarb. A boiled syrup with rhubarb. The rhubarb's cooked, it's blended, and with a little bit of lemon juice just to give it some brightness.
En purée, on a mis un peu dessus.
A strawberry mousse. Wow. And maybe at home you could substitute the strawberry mousse for some whipped cream, maybe?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah? Or some whipped cream with some fresh chopped strawberries in.
Yeah.
It would be a little bit easier. You know, as long as you respect the flavors. Some chocolate, decoration of chocolate. He knows his piping skills, doesn't he? Huh? I think he's done that before.
You've been to Belgium to learn.
Oh, really?
Chocolate
Okay.
Really.
You know what I think today? There's great chocolate throughout the world, but of course the Belgium and the Swiss, the French. So a little bit more coulis, the rhubarb coulis. Christophe, that looks beautiful. Looks
Great
good.
color, pinkish,
Great.
fresh.
So a rhubarb sorbet, and again, obviously this is a delicious rhubarb sorbet that Christophe has made with rhubarb syrup, a bit of lemon juice. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Turbine in the ice cream sorbet machine.
Yeah.
However, you know, I mean, you could also replace it with a delicious store-bought. You know, you can find good quality ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream, even with strawberries.
Strawberry sorbet would be good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's beautiful. Spoon for you. Merci. So where do I start? Tu commences avec quoi?
Moi, je commencerai par la mousse.
Par la mousse. Okay, so I'm going to break this beautiful dessert. Okay. Wow, it's crunch. Can you hear that crunch there? Delicious. Wow. Take a little bit of the sorbet. Well, you know, what can I say? I finished my trip here with this amazing dessert, which thank you so much for sharing your recipes. I love the gnocchi, I think it was very different. I really love the touch of the chili with the langostinos, the freshness of the citrus. A young rising star, so let's keep our eyes open on this one. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And à bientôt.
À bientôt.
Leaving La Briqueterie, I had the chance for one more sojourn in Paris.
And I've been invited to take part in the jury of a very prestigious cooking contest here in Paris to find dessert which is going to go good with champagne.
The competition is hosted by Carole Deval-Leroy.
So Carole, she's going to take me to the kitchen and she's going to present all the chefs to me. Well, we all know American Idol for the music, but believe you me, this is the French Idol. And here it's all about food.
I sat alongside some of France's most accomplished chefs, pastry chefs and sommeliers, eating dessert after dessert.
We've just had 8 desserts. 7 people out of 12 decided that the first contestant has won the competition. That's quite something.
Afterwards, I headed to the awards ceremony in the 16th arrondissement.
So come on in, we're going to have a glass of champagne and we're going to see who's won this amazing competition.
What a tremendous honor to be recognized by your colleagues as one of the best. I got the privilege to end my Champagne Paris sojourn in the true style of the Parisians.
Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on another exciting adventure of cuisine culture soon. For recipes, tips, and information about today's program, visit us online at www.cuisineculture.tv.
Funding for Cuisine Culture is provided by
Olivia Care, naturally created from pure olive oil. Available in stores and online.
Non, c'est vrai. Fresh eggs, there's nothing better than fresh eggs.
Et on va voir s'il y a les œufs dans une ou dans l'autre.
Two
Voilà.
beautiful houses in Champagne. What could be better?
Allez, tu files. Allez. Voilà.
Wow.
Ça, c'est encore tout chaud. Ah,
Oh,
tout chaud.
c'est chaud. Wow. These eggs are so fresh that they're still warm, and you can hear the chicken. I mean, you can't get much fresher than that. Tu cherches la ciboulette, non? So lucky for the harvest, no? The vendange.
Yes, that's
That's great. Gonna give it some good champagne this year.